Hello, welcome back to JEHU'S Revenge. I'd like to welcome each and every one of you to this channel. This channel is all about coming out the other side of narcissistic abuse and preparing yourself for what to expect post-discard and some of the tactics that these creatures use to try and further abuse you and hurt your heart. At one point, you'll get to the point where you'll know just a block. That's just the way it goes. Like, you'll just block them. It doesn't matter. Sometimes you do it even while you're with them, because you see what they're doing and it's hurting you. I personally have blocked all of my exes, and then I'd go back after I was healed and look at the atrocity of what they were doing and how they were trying to further abuse me or hurt me after the fact, such as posting pictures with new supply. That's their biggest weapon is, and I noticed it with the last one, especially that I was with. If they're posting pictures, sorry guys, with, that's basically to get your attention and say, look at me, I'm with a new supply. Well, sorry, new supply, you're next on the radar apparently. I'll see you in about a year. Once you start figuring them out too, because they all get figured out. They also use the internet to stalk. They want to see your downfall. That is one of the biggest things that they enjoy the most, is watching you suffer. And if you're not reacting, if you basically just don't react and go ghost, no contact, none, they're beside themselves. They don't know what to think because they have no clue what you're doing. And that bothers them the most, is that they can't get to you and they can't further abuse you. So they have to scramble and hurry up and find somebody that's usually always a downgrade from who you are, what you possess. Oh yeah, they might have some empathy, but trust me, if they're within a relationship within a week or 2 or 3, after the last breakup, they were talking to that person way before the breakup happened, or they discarded you, or you left them. The highest power position to play in these relationships is for you to take your power back and you be the one to leave. Yep, causes maximum damage. Yep, it really pisses them off because now they're vengeful. So be expecting to be hoovered within weeks up to a month. It's just to make sure you still stick with your resolve. And when you do, they will get nasty and say nasty things, and they'll usually tell you the truth, that they were cheating the whole time. So, or if they ghost you, that's usually just to keep the door open for when they want to come back. Now, you can have fun and play with your narcissist and do, I wouldn't suggest that when you're first learning about this stuff. But once you have these creatures figured out and you start seeing the pattern that is consistent, idealize, devalue, discard. Idealize, devalue, discard. And discard doesn't necessarily have to be them. That could be them doing something to hurt you, to make you and force you to break up with them, and then watch you come crawling back. Well, after the first or second time of them doing something that they know you don't like, and then they do it on purpose, because they know they're going to get a reaction, which they feed their parasites. They feed off your reaction. They feed off of your hurt and pain. They love it. So if you're not breaking down on social media, if you just acting like it's a normal every other day thing, if you aren't posting anything in about this relationship or that, you know, how you'll never tolerate this or that. Trust me, I've made plenty of those mistakes. But I don't do that no more. I could care less. Now it's more or less creating awareness and catching them in their own trap and watching them squirm, which they do when you catch them. When you turn the tables on these people, they don't know what to think. Because they've just met their match. And when you leave them, that is the biggest narcissistic, and you don't look back. That's the biggest narcissistic injury ever. Trust me, they will always try and get back with that supply at one point or another. Always, 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 always. It doesn't matter. They will come back at one point. Just to see if they can maintain what control they thought they had. When you get privy to these type of people, because I've dealt with them and I've been studying this stuff for 7 years. That's why this last one, I mean, heck, the night he came over to visit and he was telling me about how nasty his, I mean, it's always poor pity me, I was a victim. That's another tactic they use, victim mode. I didn't do anything to deserve that, and they're always out cheating, and I was home waiting on, they were all home, online talking to other people, male or female. They have to have people. They can't be alone. Take notice how quickly they move on while you are there picking up the pieces of your life. Still, not necessarily stuff that they have destroyed, but eventually you'll realize all of this was for your betterment and a gift. But it takes a little bit of time to get to that point. And what you can do in the meantime, in between time, stay off of social media. Don't look at their shit. Block them. Like I said, if you want to have a little bit of fun, you can unblock them. I'm just like, it is what it is. It really is. Like, you just have to let them go. Don't warn who they're with. I mean, trust me. They'll figure it out because the pattern repeats. The same cycle will go around the mountain again. And mark my words, at one point, they will want confirmation that this is exact, and they'll start looking up videos like this. So please, if you know of anybody dealing with cycles of abuse, or if you have been, this is the stuff they do, especially with social media. They love it. It's a playground for them. They stalk big time on social media, and you don't even know it. They're always watching your social media. That's why many of them have 2, 3, 4 accounts. They don't care. They want to know what you're up to at all times to see if now's a good time to start chit-chatting again. Well, you know, reopening up and establishing that contact. What are you going to do? Make sure you go no contact. At least for a year or more. Permanently. If you have to be in any kind of contact, if you have kids with this person, gray rock them. That's my best advice. If you don't know what gray rocking is, I'll talk about it. It's basically just being neutral. Oh, yes. Okay. Sounds good. Okay. Yep. Give them no information about you. None. They don't deserve to know what you're doing. They don't deserve to know what you're up to. On that note, I love you guys. You might even want to go off of social media for a while. But if you're... This is one of the best ways of loosening and breaking that trauma bond. It's the beginning phases. You can't be looking at their social media. You can't be looking at their new supply. Not that they're anything to look at usually. But hey, let the narcissist be happy with that new supply. Because many times they have this new supply all plastered on their shit, being like, oh yeah, look at me, I can get into a relationship, but yet behind the scenes they're talking to other people behind that new supply's back. I got messages on this last one. He's still talking to the girls. I actually can prove it too. So, either way, this is JEHU'S Revenge, creating awareness, helping everybody to expose these suckers for exactly what they are and throw down this spirit. Either way, I love you guys. You take care, and if you have any comments, any suggestions for videos, like, share, subscribe, please. I love you. Mwah. Take care. Bye-bye.